Racial discrimination is an issue on college campuses across the nation. Nearly 1,100 hate crimes at schools were reported to the U.S. Department of Education in 2017. But the real number of incidents of racism is likely much higher. The Boise State Arbiter dove into this, and their reporting caught our interest, showing discrimination is happening on Boise State University's campus. Jimena Bustillo is the lead reporter on that story.
From the N-word written on multiple dorm room doors across campus to swastikas and notes calling to the death to anyone who isn't white, some campus residents and staff are now questioning Boise State's commitment to diversity and inclusion.
And now we have teamed up to collaborate on this story with the Arbiter and look at procedures from other schools across the state dealing with the ugliness of racism.
Students don't feel comfortable living on campus anymore.
When I first moved into Chaffee last year, the RA that checked me in didn't know what to do when they saw a swastika drawn on my door deck.
Racist incidents are no longer flying under the radar at Boise State University.
I don't really feel comfortable being on Boise State.
They came to my floor and they wrote explicitly racist messages specifically targeted towards people of color, specifically black people.
Boise State students of all races are speaking up after an incident last November in on-campus housing. Notes were found on the 4th floor near the hall's positivity tree, a decoration meant to boost spirits during finals week. The notes, however, were anything but uplifting.
I was just kind of told to erase it, just like what happened when the hate notes were found in Kaiser. They were told to throw them away, just what happened in Towers. They were told to erase the board that said a racial slur. This is consistent behavior by housing.
Boise State does have a protocol when it comes to situations like this, including calling campus security, reporting to university compliance, and notifying leadership. They also file reports with law enforcement.
My resident director found these notes and he called Boise Police Department. And Boise Police Department told them that it wasn't a hate crime because free speech.
We verified that with Boise Police, and they say Boise State Security led this investigation, and BPD didn't classify this incident as a hate crime because the keywords needed to charge a person for a hate crime are specific intent, meaning specific intent to intimidate or harass based on a person's identity. So if police can't take action, how does Boise State assure students they're handling the situation?
These issues are being addressed by emails. When these events do happen, it's not taken seriously. An email is sent out saying, oh, there's an investigation going on, or oh, we're looking into it, but that's it.
Ultimately, students are left dissatisfied and fed up with racial discrimination just being swept under the rug. In the Arbiter's reporting, we found students felt a lack of support for marginalized populations at Boise State.
It was a call for action. If a single person is not enjoying their experience here at Boise State, change needs to occur.
The director of housing says he appreciates how the article illuminated the work Boise State still has left to do, which he says is their top priority.
Boise State, I don't think, has an adequate protocol when things like this happen, because even I'm kind of puzzled.
And other Idaho schools will tell you that training is essential. Northwest Nazarene University in Nampa says their RAs are at the forefront on how to handle racially charged confrontations. We also asked the College of Idaho whether racial discrimination had ever been a problem on their campus. They say every school has experienced similar incidents, and if they say they don't, they're fooling themselves.
Our RAs work with our residents through these one-on-one meetings that happen throughout the course of the year, and we call them summits.
In Moscow at the University of Idaho, they say peer-on-peer racial discrimination, while rare, happens there as well. An important part of their protocol is their Vandal Care online reporting system. They also require 24 hours worth of training for residential assistants.
Boise State's director of housing says the department is currently holding discussions with student and staff teams to identify ways to support students with marginalized identities and plans to implement training for housing staff.
And Boise State says these are not their only action items, but that they're a start as they continue to develop a strategic plan to deliver a better residential experience.
In studio, I'm Jimena Bustillo for The Arbiter.
And I'm McKenna King for 6 on Your Side.